Good morning, students. Let us start today's class. So we are having here vertical balance sheet. So part 1 is a form of balance sheet. So this is a balance sheet. It is in the vertical form. So here we have a note, reference number, figure. This is not at all required. So what we need, so we have to remember this equity and liabilities. Till here we have liabilities and equity. From here to here we have assets. Okay, now see what we have here. So first, equity and liabilities. Equity means it is related to equity shareholders. Equity means it is related to equity shareholders. So in this we have shareholders fund. So we have share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against share warrants. Share capital we know, reserves and surplus means this is the savings of the shareholders, money received against share warrants. So some shareholders will give warranty against shares. So that money we have tried here. So equity shareholders fund we have what? A, B, C. A is what? Shareholders share capital. B is reserves and surplus. C is money received against share warrants. Next we have Roman number 2, share application money pending allotment. Share application money pending allotment. So Roman number 1 we have what? Shareholders fund, and 2 we have shareholder application money. Next 3 we have non-current liabilities. We have non-current liabilities. What all non-current liabilities we are having? First is long-term borrowings. Next is deferred tax. Next is other long-term liabilities, long-term provisions. Okay. So in non-current liabilities we are having long-term borrowings, deferred tax net, other long-term liabilities, long-term provisions. So current liabilities also same. Instead of writing long-term we are writing short-term borrowings. Deferred tax, instead of deferred tax we are writing trade payables. Other long term we are writing other current liabilities. Other long term we are writing other current liabilities. Then short term provisions. Okay. So this is our what? Equity and liabilities. So equity is what? Equity is 1 and 2 we are having equity, that is shareholders fund or share application money received pending allotment. This 2 related to equity, and liabilities are non-current liabilities and current liabilities. Okay. So this is our liabilities. And then next we have assets. Assets we have 1 and 2 number. 1 number is what? Non-current assets, and 2 is what? Current assets. Next, non-current assets we have fixed assets, tangible assets, intangible assets. Okay. Under fixed assets we are having 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Tangible, intangible, capital work in progress, intangible assets under development. So we are having under fixed assets 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is what? Tangible assets. 2 is what? Intangible assets. 3 is what? Capital work in progress. And 4 is what? Intangible assets under development. Okay. Next, B. What we are having? B. Non-current investments. After non-fixed assets we are having non-current investments. Next C is what? Deferred tax assets. So C is what? Deferred tax assets, that is net. Next. Other non-current assets. So in non-current assets we are having A to E. What is A? Fixed assets. Under fixed assets we are having tangible assets, intangible assets, capital work in progress, intangible assets under development. And B is non-current investment. C is deferred tax investment asset, and D is long-term loans and advances, and E is what? Other non-current assets. Okay. Next, current assets. What we have? Current assets, current investments we are having, inventories we are having, trade receivables we are having, cash and cash equivalents we are having, short-term loans and advances we are having, and other current assets we are having. So what do we have here in under current assets? Current investments, inventories, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. So current assets we are having these 4 current assets: current investments, inventory, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. Okay. So this is Roman number 1 assets, and Roman number 2 this what? Non-current assets. This is current assets. So this is the entire format of balance sheet. So in exam he may ask you direct question on balance sheet. You will have to prepare only balance sheet format, and you have tried the amounts which will be given in the question. Okay, that will be easy. Or he will again we have to see what all come under share capital, reserves and surplus, and that. Okay. Now let us see one example here from your textbook. So I want you to copy this format in your notes. So next we are having here simple problem we'll do first, then we'll do a big problem we'll do. See, this is a format of balance sheet. This is a question on balance sheet. Page number D30, question number 2. What is saying? From the following particulars relating to Sohan Company Limited, prepare balance sheet of the company as at 31st March 2015. So this is a balance sheet of Sohan Company, and you have to prepare a balance sheet up to 31st March 2015. So we are having share capital. He is saying share capital 50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each fully paid up. So this is how many shares? 5 lakh shares we are having. That amount is 5 lakhs. Tangible assets is 10 lakh 60, intangible is 3 lakh 20, general reserve is 2 lakh 35, surplus in profit and loss statement 1 lakh 30, long term borrowing 6 lakh 75, inventory on 31st March 2015, this is closing inventory. Okay, this is 2 lakh 65, trade payables is 2 lakh 23, short term borrowing, trade payables 172, short term borrowings 2 lakh 23, non current investment is 1 lakh 60, current investment is 70, trade receivable 35, cash and cash equivalents 25,000. So this is all related to, is a question we have to do on this. What we have to find out on this balance sheet we have to prepare. Okay, so simple. First you have to write the entire format. The format is here. I'm explaining the problem is very easy, that's why I'm explaining here. The format is very easy. In the first you have to write the company name, Sohan Company Limited, balance sheet as on 31st March 2015. So we have notes to account, some points we have to write, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 7 8 is where 7 8, why she has not written 7 8, 9 10 she missed. Okay, no issues, don't see this, I'll explain away. Next let's start the solution part. So this first, don't see this amounts, and first you can see the entire format. You have to write the entire format. Okay, equity and liabilities, we have shareholders fund. Under this we have A to B, ABC, share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against some share warrants. Then 2 we have share application, money pending allotment, non-current asset, liabilities we are having. In this we are having A, B, C, D. A is what? Long term liabilities. See, current liabilities, what is, instead of long term we are writing short term. Here deferred we are writing short term borrowings, we are writing trade payables. Instead of here long term we are writing non-current, we are writing deferred tax. Here we are writing trade payables. Here is what? Other long term borrowings. Here we are writing other current liabilities. Long term provision, short term provision, very easy. Okay, remembering non-current liabilities and current liabilities is very easy. Yes, so here we have written a non-current liabilities as long term liabilities, short term borrowings. Liabilities means borrowings. Deferred tax, trade payable. Other long term liabilities, other current liabilities. Long term provisions, short term provision. Done. Chali. It is total equity and liabilities. This is the total. Next assets format we know. Under assets we have to write non-current first. Under non-current we have to write first fixed assets. Under the fixed assets we are having A, B, C, D. Intangible assets, tangible assets. First is tangible, next is intangible. Capital work in progress, investment, intangible assets under development, investment, non-current, deferred tax. Next, after this is investment, non-current, deferred tax, net, long-term loans and advances and loans. Next is what? Other non-current assets. Then current assets is what? This is the format we have to write. Current short-term investments, inventories, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. You do total, you will get total assets. In this, there is no need of any explanation because this is a format based chapter. You have to remember the format. Okay, so we have written the entire format and here first item is what? Share capital. So you have to come to the share capital and you have to write in front of share capital as 5 lakhs. Next, what do we have next after that? Is tangible assets. So you have to come here in assets and you have to write tangible assets. What is the value of tangible assets? 10,60,000 here, 10,60,000. Next we have what? Intangible assets 3,20,000. You have to come here under fixed assets and you write intangible assets 3,20,000. Next is what? General reserve is 2,35,000. You have to go to the reserves and surplus. The other name for reserves and surplus is what? General reserve. How much is general reserve? $2,35,000. Do we have two items for related to general reserve? Wait. Yes. These two items you have to show in general reserve. General reserve and profit surplus in profit and loss statement 1,30,000. So you have to show like this. You have to show like this. Reserves and surplus, two items you have to write. First is what? Here, how did she get 3,65,000 means? First, what do you have? Reserves and surplus, general reserve, how much you have? 2,35,000 you are having. Wait. 2,35,000 plus one more item is there. Reserves and surplus. Surplus in profit and loss statement 130. This you have to do like this. 130. Okay. So 2,35,000 plus 1,30,000 equal to 3,65,000. Easy. 2,35,000 plus 1,30,000 equal to 3,65,000 is your reserves and surplus. Okay. Done. Next. Long-term borrowings. How much is that? 6,75,000. So you have to come to non-current liabilities. Instead, in front of long-term borrowings, you have to write 6,75,000. Okay. Next, what do we have next after that? Closing inventory, we are having 2,65,000. So inventories, you have to come and you have to write under inventories 2,65,000. Here, inventories, current assets, short-term asset. It is inventory. You have to write 2,65,000. Next, what do we have after that? Current investments. So current assets, you have to write, and you have to come and write 70,000 current investments. Next, what do we have? Trade receivables 35,000. You have to come to current assets. You have to write trade receivables 35,000. Next, cash and cash equivalents. You have to come here and I would write cash and cash equivalents 25,000. So this entire is done. So after writing, you have to do what? Addition. When you do addition, you will get total of liabilities and equities 19,35,000, and here also for assets also same 19,35,000 you will get total. Okay, simple. So we'll see one problem from textbook. Example we'll see one example we'll see. Let me check which example I solved here. Fifth solution. The adjustments we are having here. Heading of this question. Okay, from here we are having fifth question. The heading is from here. What is saying? The following page number D30, question number 5. The following particulars: prepare balance sheet, liabilities part, equity and liabilities pertaining to balance sheet of Pritham Company Limited. So he has given information here. So what he asked, you have to prepare the balance sheet. Okay. So first we have got share capital, that is 10,000 equity shares of 100 each, 1 lakh. Short term borrowings is given, 10% debentures is given, general reserve is given, trade payables is given, provision for employee retirement benefits is given. Provision for employee retirement benefit, this is long term provision. Okay, this is called long term provision or short term provision. This is a long term provision. How much is the amount? 27,000 is the amount. Long term provision. Let me check. It's a provision which is outstanding, which is related to employee, that we have to write here. The name of the company is not given, so we have to solve this problem. Okay. This fifth we want to solve. Okay, no issues. Next, long-term borrowings from bank, capital reserve, share application, money pending allotment, unpaid dividend. Unpaid dividend is what? The dividends is not paid. So you can write this under unpaid. You have not paid dividends, so you can write under short-term liabilities. Short-term liabilities you can write under short-term liabilities. Next, what do we have? securities premium reserve, this is reserve. Profit and loss statement, profit after tax, this is also a reserve. Provision for taxation, so provision you are maintaining for taxation. So whenever you maintain a provision for taxation, what is the meaning of provision for taxation? The company is maintaining some provision, some money, they are taking some amount aside and they want to pay tax, that they are putting aside. It's called what? Provision for taxation. Okay, this you have tried under short-term provisions. Short-term provisions you have tried, short-term liability, or you can say short-term provisions under this provision for taxation. Next is what? Interest on debentures outstanding. Interest on debentures outstanding. So interest you have not paid on debentures. So this interest on debentures is again short-term provision. So this again you have tried in short-term provision. So I want you to solve this problem. It's very easy. Some points is given here. So what you have to do? You have to prepare the format. What is new point here? So you have to prepare general reserve. In general reserve you have to write this amount, this plus security premium plus profit and loss account statement, profit after tax. So in general reserve you have to take 3 items, 1, 2, 3. So I have done it right here, right? Like this you have to do. I have done here like this. Reserves and surplus, you open a bracket and you write here first general reserve. How much is general reserve? First write general reserve amount. Amount of general reserve is 30,000. Next you write what? Securities premium, how much is that? 5,000. Profit and loss account 35,000. You add, okay, 35 plus 540 plus 30, 70,000. Like that you do general reserve. And rest is what? Provision for employee retirement benefits, long-term provision, long-term borrowings from bank. This long-term borrowings. This is provision, this is borrowings. Okay, capital reserve, you know. Unpaid dividends. Unpaid dividends you have tried under short-term provisions. Provision for taxation you have tried short-term provisions. Interest on the debentures outstanding you can write under short-term other current liabilities. Other current liabilities. Under this you can write. So interest on debentures, other current liabilities you can write. Interest on debentures you can write under other liabilities. Okay, it's very easy. I want you to solve this problem. Okay, this is a format based. Nothing is there to explain you here in this chapter. It's purely format based chapter and you can easily solve the problems. Okay, let us see one more problem from textbook. Small one we are doing. You can easily solve it, right? So page number is D31. Question number 5 you can solve it. The format based chapter. So fifth problem we are seeing here. Page number is long questions. We are doing D34. It is also same based on format. So format based question. So here we are having what he is saying. See, the following information pertaining to Srinivas Company Limited for the year ended 31st March 2015. Prepare a balance sheet of the company as per Schedule 3, Part 1 of the Companies Act. He is saying same vertical balance sheet you have to prepare. So you have tried the entire format like this. You have tried the entire format. Okay. So first you have tried heading Srinivas Company Limited balance sheet as on 31st March 2015. So equity and liabilities is there. So under this we have shareholder fund. Under this we have A, B, C. First is share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against share warrants. For every problem you have tried the entire format. Okay. For balance sheet, if we ask in exam balance sheet, you have to write the entire format for the balance sheet. Okay. This entire format you have to remember. Okay. So other shareholders fund we are having 3 items: share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against share warrants, then share application, money pending allotment. This is what this 3 are shareholders fund. This also shareholder fund, but you have tried separately. Next, non-current liabilities we are having A, B, C. T also is there. In this problem it is there. Long-term liabilities C. Current liabilities we are having short-term liabilities. Deferred tax, instead of deferred tax we write trade payable. Other long-term liabilities we write other current liabilities. Long-term provisions you have to write short-term provisions. That's it. Okay. Next, total equity and liabilities. Then you have to do total equity and liabilities. Next, assets we are having. In assets we are having tangible assets, intangible assets, capital work in progress. Next we are having intangible assets under development. This is under fixed assets. So under fixed assets we are having A, B, C, D. Tangible assets, intangible assets, capital work in progress, intangible assets under development. Next, investments we are having non-current. Then we are having deferred tax. Next, long-term loans and advances. Other non-current assets we are having. Then we are having current assets. Under this we are having current or short-term investment, inventory, trade receivable, cash and equivalents, short-term loans and advances, other current assets. Okay, done. This is your balance sheet. So it's easy and simple also. So let us read the question now. So this is the entire format you have to write first. Now see what he says. The following particulars he has given the information, and he is asking you to prepare balance sheet. So he has given share capital, subscribed and share up capital. That is called share capital. Fixed assets is given, tangible. Share application money pending allotment is given. Share reserves and surplus is given. Cash and equivalent is given. Calls and idiots. Now careful. Calls and idiots, what we have done in issue of shares chapter, from share capital you have to deduct. From share capital you have to deduct. This subscribed and paid up capital you deduct from calls and idiots. Next, long-term borrowings we are having, trade receivables we are having, trade payables we are having, inventories we are having, non-current investments we are having. Okay. So only one point is new, that is from share capital you have to deduct calls and idiots 30,000, 10,000. From 4 lakhs working note is prepared. Share capital we have prepared a working note for share capital. Share capital subscribed and called up 4 lakhs minus calls and idiots 10,000, 3,90,000. So in the format, instead of writing 4 lakh you have to write 3,90,000 because there are calls and idiots. Okay, rest of the information you write you will get. Next you see what we have, fixed assets, tangible. So here we are having fixed assets, right? There is a fixed assets, tangible is fixed assets 6 lakhs. Next what do we have? Share application money pending allotment 10,000. So you have to come here in shareholders fund, share application money pending allotment 10,000. Next what do we have after that? Reserves and surplus 90,000. So you have to come to reserves and surplus and write 90,000. Next what do we have? Cash and cash equivalents 1,20,000. So you have to come to balance where current assets, cash and cash equivalents 1,20,000. Next what do we have? Calls and rates that we have deducted from share capital. Then what do we have after that? Long-term borrowings. So you have to come to long-term borrowings, non-current liabilities. Long-term borrowings is long-term liabilities. How much is the amount? Long-term borrowings 5 lakhs. So amount is written 5 lakhs. Okay, the amount should come here. It's long-term liabilities. The amount has to come here 5 lakhs in front of non-current long-term liabilities. Next what do we have after that? Trade receivables. So you have to go to that current assets and trade receivables you have to write. Amount is how much? 80,000. Trade payables is there, so you have to go to the other current liabilities. Trade payable is there, 20,000. Next what do we have? Inventories we are having 20,000. So you have to come to current assets, inventories you have to write 20,000. Next what do we have? Non-current investments. You have to go to assets, fixed assets. Under this we are having non-current investments non-current 2 lakhs. Okay, done. You can do the tally, then you can get the answer. Okay, it's very easy. It's all based on what format, so you can easily do it. Okay, but this is format, but more things are added here. Okay, so when we move further, he'll explain us what all will be there in share capital. Wait, let me show you. It's there or not, I don't know, in your textbook. What will be given, everything in share capital, what all will come. See here, this will come in share capital. Like this we'll explain you. Okay, what all will come in share capital, what all will come in reserves and surplus, what all will come in money received against share warrants, share application money pending allotment. This all will given. Deferred tax, current non-current liability. What all will be there, that we have to see. Okay, long-term borrowings, what all will come. Other long-term borrowing liabilities, long-term provisions, short-term provisions of the current assets, all this will be given. See, tangible assets, what all will come will be given here, and intangible assets will be given here. Next is what current and non-current assets here, non-current investments here, long-term loans. So this will be given, right? So I want you to go through once. Tomorrow's class I'll explain this entire. Even though tomorrow there is no class, I'll take classes because I record videos and I'll send you. Okay, share capital we are having here. So read this. Once you read, page number is D5. You read this once from D5, share capital to current asset investment, trade receivables also till finance cost, till here, other current assets. Page number D9. From D5 to D9 you have to read. Okay, 22 points you have to read. Till here you have to read. Just read. Go through. I'll explain tomorrow what all will come where. I'll explain tomorrow's class. Okay, check. So please do homework, see videos, and I appreciate the people who are seeing the videos. Thank you for positive support and do revision. Thank you.